Come with me to Cali, Colombia to get porcelain veneers.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. If you just watched my short, then you know what this video is about. I have a new smile. So many people have been asking me questions on all of my platforms when I posted my short video. So I decided to go ahead and give the rundown on a longer video so I can get majority of the questions answered. I do have, them wrote down, so I won't get sidetracked or anything. I don't want this to be a real long video. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I do have videos come live or I do have them on premiere. You will be the first to know when they come on. So make sure you do that for me. Don't be a stranger. You can comment any questions you have about my process. I will answer everyone's questions, or at least try to answer everyone's questions. But other than that, let's get started. I'm gonna turn the ring light off just for a second so y'all can just get the gist of my mouth. Hold on just a second. So let me see. Okay. So the ring light is out. So let's y'all get in this grill before we get started. So here it is. And that's my smile. So let's get started here. Okay. All right. I do have my wireless mic right here. If you want to know which mic this is, you can look at it in my storefront, my Amazon storefront. I will link it in the description bar if you want a wireless mic, but I love it. Okay, so first things first, get my teeth done. I have been wanting to get my teeth done for so long. This wasn't a quick thing or anything like that. I've been searching for doctors and all that sort of thing for like over a year. There's so many doctors that do, veneers or dental work out of the country. So you have Mexico, you have Colombia, some people go to Turkey. It's just so many doctors, and I have reached out to literally every last one of them. So, but you don't know, it's so many different doctors that does the work, so you don't know. The doctor that I chose wasn't even none of the doctors that I had spoke to before until I seen someone else go to him. But we're gonna talk about that later. But first things first, my flight. So I already decided that I wasn't gonna drive to the airport, and this is the Atlanta airport. I wasn't gonna drive to the airport. From my short video, you seen the line, how that TSA line was. It's no joke. So originally my flight was supposed to be from Sunday to Friday. So I supposed to got there on a Sunday, and I supposed to left on a Friday. Being that I was in that line for TSA for like 3 hours. And if you're known, have been to the Atlanta airport, you already know it's no joke. You got to get on the train, all the above to get on the flight. I missed my flight. I missed my flight. So I was literally like 1 minute from the gate. Like 1 minute from the gate. They closed the doors and they were like, we're not taking anybody else. We're going to have to, reschedule a flight. So they rescheduled me a flight, and this was on Spirit Airline. They did me a flight for the next morning. So I had a flight at 5 on Sunday. But because I missed my flight, I had to wait until the next morning at 5, and I was pissed because my thing is I came up Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I got a room because I was like, I didn't want to miss my flight or anything like that. So I got a room. The room was horrible. I could not even lay in the bed. I could not even lay in the bed. And if you'll let me, post pictures, I literally took pictures of the room because I eventually, was going to get my money back for the room or whatever. So I did that, you know what I'm saying? And I missed my flight. Neither here nor there. I was like, I'm not going back to another room. So I camped out at the airport. Literally camped out at the airport. From 5 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. the next day. Cause I was like, I'm not missing this flight. I'm not canceling no more because enough is enough. Enough is enough. So I I stayed at the airport for the whole day. I ate. I think I had Starbucks. I had Burger King. They had a lady there that was harassing everyone. They had to be removed by the police. And if you've been to the Atlanta airport, then you know it's a lot of people there, especially homeless people, that is around in that airport, and they look weird. So just imagine me, especially with all this money on me. That's a whole nother story. I have all this money on me, cash, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to camp out at the airport. I'm like guarding this money with my heart and with my soul. I'm like, Lord, I don't even want nobody to know I got no money. You know what I mean? Because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay out of here by the way. I go on the second floor, plug my phones up, plug my computer up, and all that kind of stuff. And I just camped out until late on that night. So about 9 time I went through the TSA line, and this day on Monday, no line. I legit walked straight through, no line, no wait, no anything. I was like, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. But I got through TSA. I legit waited from 10 to like 4:20 to get on the plane because once again I was like, I'm not missing the plane. I'm not missing it. So once I got on the plane, I had a layover in Fort Lauderdale. So after my layover, I had like an hour and a half layover. I got on the plane to go to Cali. Cali flight was like 3.5 hours. I think it was like a three and a half hour flight. Um, Now when I got there, I have straight talk phone services. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to. Is this in white? Okay. I was like, I don't know if I have to get like an international plan. It was like $10. So if I have to get an international plan or that sort of thing, so if my phone can work, I didn't know or anything like that. I'm like really going into the blind when it's something like that. So after I got out in Cali, we had to do the whole go through customs again, check bags again, all of that above. We had to go through migration, so they can check your passport and everything like that. So that's one of the things that the doctor had to do where I could have done it myself, but then they offered to do my migration paper. So all I had to do was just send them my passport and my flight information or that sort of thing. And they was able to do it for me. So once I got to migration, it was just an easy way. So I just showed my passport and we just walked in. So once I did all that, once I got through all that, I went through the entrance. I seen Carlos, he was at the end. He was, held the paper with my name on it with the doctor and everything like that. So I knew that was my driver. But I had already communicated with him on WhatsApp, let him know that he was letting me know that he was my driver and everything like that. So once we got in the car, he, took me to the hotel. The airport was outside of Cali. It was like 20-25 minutes outside of Cali. So we had to drive to the city part of where I was staying. So he drove me to the hotel. We walked in. He checked me in. The hotel room, the driver, and the amount for my teeth and everything was all together. So they paid for the hotel. Well, it was in the plan. The hotel was in the plan. The hotel that came with like spa, breakfast. They had a restaurant. They had 24-hour room service. The driver and the design and my teeth was all in one. So I didn't have to worry about anything when it came to the room. So after I got my keys and everything, I just went up to the room. Beautiful room, you know what I'm saying? It was a big king size bed, it had a balcony on there. But when I first got in there, I was like, how you work the lights, how you work the air? Because I was like, it's hot in here. And I had to legit go back down to the desk and ask them because no one spoke English. No one spoke English, but no one really prepared me for no one speaking English. Like, seriously, no one spoke English. So, okay, I'm like, okay, let me get this Wi-Fi on here on this phone because, I can do the, Spanish to English or English to Spanish translator and everything like that. So I did that. I put that on there. I, pulled it up on the phone, how to work the lights. And they let me know all you have to do is just put the key inside the little slot there, and all of the lights and everything will come on. So you have to have your key. So you know how regular hotels is. Once you open the door with your key, you can sit your key down or that sort of thing. Not there. You have to use that same key because they only give you one. You have to use that same key to put it in another slot for it to work the outlets or the lights and all the above, the lamps, every light in there. You have to have your key inserted for it to work. So that was something that I experienced there. Nice. So once I got that out of the room situation out, I was like, okay, I gotta find me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I've been traveling, I really haven't ate anything, so I was like, I gotta find me something to eat. It was a mall across. So the hotel I was staying at, it was a mall right across the street. It was the World Trade Center Mall. So the biggest mall there, where majority of the doctors are. They have, different clinics and all of the above in there. So all I had to do was just walk across the street and I'll be in the mall. And it's so many restaurants, so many. It's literally a 13-story mall. And it's like connects 3 different centers, 3 different areas. So it's more than enough places to get something to eat. Once again, when I went over there, nobody spoke English. Nobody spoke English. I mean, it was literally like a twilight zone. Nobody spoke English. And this is the first day. This is the day, Monday. This is day 1 after I got off my flight. I had 1 layover flight going and I had 1 layover flight coming back. So, and this is after I missed my flight on that Sunday. So I'm like, I just want something to eat. I just want to lay down in the bed and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have enough. Nobody spoke English. So when I'm trying to, see what I'm going to eat, I ran into that issue. I also ran into the issue of money. So my thing is, money that I had on my card, I got some out. I withdrawed it out the ATM. So I said, okay, I'm going to have the cash on me so I can use it that way. I should have just left it on the card because they didn't take US money. They didn't take US money. But once again, I did not even know. I did not know that they did not take US dollars. Like, they don't. So you had to get it changed until, you had to get it changed to their money. But once again, I did not know. I only seen one person that spoke English, and it was a man that was at the hotel because the doctor and his assistant came over there, who I was communicating with over the WhatsApp. I was communicating with her over the WhatsApp. So both of them walked over there to the hotel to meet me. So once they did that, the American guy, he came down and I spoke with him for a minute. I didn't think to ask about the money situation, anything like that, because it's like, hey, how you doing? Where you from? Or where you from? That sort of thing. So it was just kind of like in passing. So I didn't think to ask, because he was like, I come here all the time, that sort of thing. So I didn't think it was like, something that I can communicate with. I had to communicate with him. So that night, that evening, when I was looking for money, I couldn't find nobody that speak English. So all the security people that I asked about the money situation or that I translate on my phone, they was trying to tell me where to go, but I still wasn't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, this place is big. They were like, okay, Go here, go right, go there, go there, all that. I'm like, can somebody just show me? Because I can't. Can somebody just show me? Walking around a million miles of moons, you know what I'm saying? Still trying to find someone. I had to use the bathroom. I go into the bathroom and they do not have a lid. They don't have a lid and they don't have a seat. They have like the ones that you stand up, like the little bidets. And I'm gonna try to find my video. Like y'all, I'm gonna insert the video of what it is. If I haven't inserted, then I lost the video. If it's not inserted, I lost the video. But it's just like the regular toilet. You got to stand up over, and it's kind of like a bidet. They didn't have a toilet lid or anything like that. So I was like, I can't use this bathroom. So I got to go back to the hotel. When I tell you, I had already walked so many miles away from the hotel because I was deep in the mall. So I had to go all the way back up different floors. You know what I'm saying? I had to go escalator. I had to walk this ramp, that ramp, elevator, just to get back to the hotel. So I had to go all the way back to the hotel because the hotel did have like a regular toilet with lids and stuff like that. So I had to use the bathroom. Then I went back. And when I came back downstairs from using the bathroom, I seen this white man. And I was like, you speak English? He was like, yeah. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So when I tell you this white man put me on so much game, when I tell you he told me the app to download so it can show you about the currency, and I'm gonna put a clip about the app on here too. So if you ever go anywhere out the country and anything like that, you could just pick what country you in, and from their pesos, and it'll tell you how much it is in US dollar, our pesos. So he was telling me that the lady that's be at the money box was not there that day because it was a holiday for them. So she wasn't there, but she was gonna be there the next day. So I said, okay, I can change over my money then. But he said now if you have money on a Visa, all the stores, all the restaurants accept Visa. So I said, okay. So we went to one restaurant. He was getting drinks. So I went there. I said, okay, I'm gonna see what kind of food they have. So I seen like the first restaurant was close to the hotel. The first one, it was like some beef ribs and a salad or some saying like that. Horrible. I had like a mineral water. I had like a lemonade kind of drink or something like that. When I told her to give me the check, the bill came out to like $85,000. $85,000. If I not have talked to that man and found out like how to translate the money and stuff like that, I would have still been lost. I was already damn near having a nervous breakdown. The first day I was having a nervous breakdown. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, look, it's enough is enough. But he told me how to do it. 85,000 was equivalent to like $14 US dollars. So that I said, okay, I can breathe. That was the first day. After I got that meal, I was like, I'm done. I'm just gonna go to the hotel, I'm gonna lay down and this sort of thing. They had already let me know on WhatsApp that my appointment was gonna be like 9:00 the next morning. So I was done. I woke up the next morning. Breakfast was included in the room. So when I went down there, beautiful setup. You know what I'm saying? They had so much stuff. They had all kind of rolls. Once again, I'm gonna put the clip in here and show you exactly how it was looking in there. So they had cereal. They had muffins. They had someone making eggs or scrambling eggs or making omelets on call. You can tell them what you want. Once again, in the translator because no one spoke English. So you have to put in the translator. So if you're not patient enough for that, don't even go. Don't even go because you have to have the translator. You have to have, and because I had Wi-Fi, like the hotel had Wi-Fi, the mall had Wi-Fi, my driver had Wi-Fi, like everybody had Wi-Fi. I didn't have to purchase the international card. Even like calling at home, everyone have iPhone, so it's the Wi-Fi calling. So I didn't have to get the international card. So that's another plus that I had to do. So I got the basics. I got fruit. I got cereal, that sort of thing. I really didn't, get something that, stuff that I didn't know what it was. So I kept it basic. I did talk to one of the waiters that he's trying to learn English. So he threw out a couple words that he's trying to learn, like watermelon. When he seen the fruit, he was like, watermelon summertime, you know what I'm saying? Or he was saying like good morning. They say little basic stuff like that. Good morning, how you doing? Or that sort of thing. Do you need a cab? Or that sort of thing. They'll say stuff like that, but other stuff in English, nah, they don't know it. But yeah, my first visit, the assistant, the one that I've been coordinating with on WhatsApp, she came over there to the hotel and met me, and we walked over there to the office together. So yeah, we just walked across the street to the mall. His floor was on his office was on the 12th floor. So it was the second building in the mall on the 12th floor. So once again, if I had to find that on the first day by myself, I wouldn't know where to go. I wouldn't know where to go at all. So I was thankful she came over there and she walked with me all the way back to the clinic. They were so sweet when I got in there. It was very warming. Very warming. The assistants, the receptionist, like everybody in there was just so nice, so sweet. So my first visit, when I went in, they were just taking measurements of my mouth. Because I missed my first flight, it was like, okay, we got a lot of work to do, because I did have a lot of work to do on my mouth. So I, instead of just getting all the veneers, I did get dental work underneath. So my mouth is clean. It's no issues going on with my mouth. It's all good. So that first visit, I got the deep cleaning. He did the gentle what is it? The gingivitis, the gum detouring. So he did my gums. I did the deep cleaning. He did my gums. He took a measurement on my teeth for the veneers. So he did that first. Yeah, he did that first. So after that visit there, I was done. No pain or anything like that. It was it was numb. It was numb. He didn't numb me when he did the gums and stuff like that. He didn't numb me. So it really wasn't too much pain that came from that. My second visit, I walked over there to the clinic myself. It was that Tuesday. So I walked over there to the clinic myself because it was easy, once she showed me how to get there. So I walked over there to the clinic myself. The second visit I met with the what is the endodontist? Yeah, the endodontist. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I recorded a whole half of this video and it did not even have a sound because I realized my mic had went out. So this is the second time I'm recording this second half of this video. But where I left off was I went to my second visit on that Tuesday. And this time I did walk over there on my own. I was able to walk, to the second building and go to the 12th floor because it was a specific elevator that I had to take. So I did do that on my own on the second day. The second visit was pretty much with the endodontist. So he was the one that actually did my root canals. I had to get 2 root canals, one on this side, one on that side, and I had to get a small root canal at the bottom here. So he did that. I would say it wasn't any pain. They did numb me. They numbed my mouth, so I didn't feel any pain. And if I still have that video, once again, I will upload it on the video here if I can find it. But we did that. I would say once again I was numb, but I did feel, when he was drilling. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had a root canal, you can actually feel when they're drilling in your teeth to get all of the, cavities out that you may have, or that sort of thing. But a root canal in the States probably run you from like $1,000 something to $5,000 for one. So for me to be able to get 3 root canals on top of my design and everything like that, it was definitely worth going to Cali. I'm just gonna say that here. So if you have any dental work that you have to do, if you have any missing teeth or anything like that, this is definitely way to go and a way to save money. I'm just gonna put that right there. But that same visit, after he was done doing the root canal and everything, I had to go back in there to the doctor, so they can do, so he can shave my teeth down. So he did shave this one down at the bottom and this one down at the top. And that this one at the bottom brought like the most throbbing pain. Like when I went back to the hotel, I really couldn't eat nothing that much. You know, I still tried to eat like some ribs. I went to like this Mr. Wing place in the mall to get some ribs, some real ribs. You know what I'm saying? Because the beef rib just was not it. So I did go get some real ribs, some pork ribs, which was, you know, okay for the most part. I ate it and then I laid down, went to sleep. I would say that day, my, you know, job from him shaving the teeth down a little bit, a minimal shaving, it wasn't that much. And that, once again, if I have the video, I will post like this little shaving of my teeth. But that was it on that day. I did bring some pain medicine with me. So for the most part, I didn't really, was in any pain, anything like that. So I did bring some pain medicine with me. That was the second day. Wednesday, I went back for my third visit. And this one right here was fitting the veneers. Fitting the veneers on my teeth, make sure the smile, came out right and everything like that. That visit I really didn't do too much at all. I still had like the pain in my mouth or whatever like that, but he already assured me that once the veneers was on my mouth, then the pain would settle, go away. So that was the third day. The fourth day, so yeah, the Thursday they actually put the veneers on my teeth, make sure that everything was neat, set up and everything like that. I did my before and after pictures on there. I took pictures before and after. So to make sure everything was good. So when they put on there, now on Thursday they did tell me in the translator, of course, that they was missing 2 teeth. So I was missing one that go on this end, and I was missing one to go on this end, and those are the 2 that they shaved down. So they was missing 2 teeth. So I'm like, oh my God, they're missing 2 teeth. And I was like, today Thursday, so my flight leaves Friday. So I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure I'm able to get back on the plane and stuff like that. And they be like, we assure you it's just going to take like no more than an hour. We're going to have the driver here, at 12 to pick you up, that sort of thing. So I was like, okay. So Thursday I had my smile, and I probably post a video of like my smile minus the 2 teeth that you really couldn't tell, but it was still minus 2 teeth on that video. But other than that, Thursday was just like a regular day. At this point, I was like homesick. I was like, I'm ready to go home now. It's like enough is enough. I don't pack my bags and everything because once again, everything is Spanish. So the TV and everything over there was in Spanish, and I did want to change it to English, but thank God I had took my laptop, so I was able to watch, stuff like on my apps and stuff like that if I wanted to watch something. But because everything in Spanish. My last visit, well, I'll take that back. Thursday when I had my veneers on, they assured me to eat only like soft food, so don't eat anything hard. On the first day that I put them in, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go find me some like soup. I searched high and low for some soup. You know what I'm saying? I put in a translator. Do you know who have soup or anything like that? And I was able to one of the security guards. Now every store in the mall has a security guard outside the door. Every store in that mall has a security guard at the store. When I tell you nothing's going on, if you are in fear of you're scared something might happen to you, anything like that spot I was at by that mall or that hotel, when I tell you it was police officer, security, it wasn't nothing was going down. So I asked the security guard about the soup, and he pointed me to the restaurant that was across the street from the hotel that I was staying. And then I went in there and I showed them my phone once again on the translator about soup, and they said they had chicken noodle soup. So I said, okay, I'm gonna get the chicken noodle soup, and I got it. When I tell y'all, that was the best soup I had ever had. The best soup I ever had. And they had live performance. So I'm gonna post on here the little band they had that's performing, and they was really good. You know what I'm saying? They had live performance. I think I had the soup, I had a ginger ale, and that's it. And it came with like some toast or something like that. But when I tell you it was good, it really was. I think the total of that meal came up to like $21,000. $21,000. And their money, you know what I'm saying? And our money, when you convert it, it's probably like $7 or something like that. $7 or $8 or less, you know what I'm saying? Or less. But that was Thursday. Early Friday, I did go back to the my appointment to get my last 2 teeth put on. So once I got there, they, you know, got me in the chair and everything. They it didn't take no more than an hour. It really was quick that they put the last 2 teeth on. They already told me once they got done that they was gonna make me a plate to put at the top of my mouth that you sleep in. It's for the people who actually grind their teeth and stuff like that. I don't really grind my teeth at night, but they still did the impression, like you seen in the video, of them making me a top plate to put on my mouth at night to sleep in. So they did do that at the office. That was included in the whole fee as well. So you get the, you know, the night guard plate as well. After that, we took pictures. You know, I took pictures with the doctor. Everybody was so nice. They assured me to go ahead and go back to the hotel, get my bags, packing everything, check out the hotel, and come back over there. And then the driver will pick me up once the plate is ready. So I had to do that. Now, when the driver picked me up, it was a different driver this time. When the driver picked me up, it was somebody in the front that had got their teeth done too. It was a guy in the front who got his teeth done too, but from different doctors. Now, at this time, when I went back to the airport, it was about 8 or 9 people who had got their teeth done by all different doctors. And when I tell you, everyone complimented me on my smile. You know what I'm saying? And I paid the least amount of money, but that's why we're here. Let's talk about the funds. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pay a $300 deposit down through PayPal. So I paid $300 down for the deposit to secure the appointment. And when I got there, it was the balance of $4,900. So in total, I paid $5,200. $5,200 for this smile. So yes, when I tell you I paid the least amount of money and I had all the work did, but you know, I was kind of thinking like my doctor was the underdog. You know, not too many people know him, you know what I'm saying? But he still be putting in that work. But yeah, everybody was like, wow, you know, your smile. When I say it was like 2 or 3 people there, because they did give you 4 options on the color. You got the B1 was the extra white. That's the one I got. And it goes down to like B2, B3, B4. It's like dull. You know, it gets duller as the numbers go down. And some people got the dull colors. And they was like, no, you know, I ain't want nobody looking at my mouth. I wanted to be looking, you know, real natural and stuff like that. If I paid $10,000, I'm getting the white. Then that's on that. You know what I mean? I'm getting the white. That's just me. But and that's how much people pay. So I'm like, okay, you know, but you know, it still look there, you know, neat and everything like that. But like I said, to each his own on what color you want to get. But they do give you the options of, again, like multiple, you know, give you the choices of multiple different colors you can choose. So yeah, so waiting on the airport to come back home, it was like 8 or 9 people who had went to got, you know, their teeth did. So I said, okay, now why the whole time I was there, I did not see nobody. I did not see nobody speak English. I did not see anything. It was like we on a whole separate side of the hotels, different hotels on different angles. And once again, it was different doctors, different clinics, different floors. You know what I'm saying? So you might, if you was on the airport with somebody, you probably didn't see them no more during that trip. But once again, we met up when it was time to go home, and we, you know, everybody started comparing, you know, experiences and everything like that. So it was kind of a neat thing, and not just teeth. You know, people were getting all kind of stuff. The lady had got her jaw did, like all kind of cosmetic surgery and stuff like that. It was people like that too on the plane. So I was like, okay, yeah. So once we got back on the plane, I did get like a little lasagna or something a chicken Alfredo lasagna at the airport waiting to come back. Now, leaving Cali, we had to go through customs and everything again, check bags again, and you had to wear a mask. Now, going, you did not have to wear a mask, and you did not have to get a COVID test. So, going over there, you did not. Coming back, the only requirement was you had to wear a mask. So, you could not get on the plane without a mask. You could not walk in the airport without a mask. So, that was the only thing, the difference between, coming and going. Other than that, I had a layover coming back home in Fort Lauderdale again. At this point, I was just over it. I'm gonna post a video on how I was looking like, look, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Like, enough is enough. I don't been here all day. Maybe if I, experience different stuff, but majority of the time I was there, I was in pain. I had a thumb in pain, so I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. But if I had to do it all over again, I would. So if you ever in doubt about getting your teeth fixed or anything like that, don't. Just do what you want to do whatever make you feel happy. Also, if y'all have any questions that I didn't cover, because it's still a whole lot that went on. I have, so many videos of stuff that I sightseen in the mall and different stores, different prices, different, things like that. So I will probably do a part 2 video to this. But yeah, if y'all have any questions or anything like that, just leave them in the comments. And I'll try to answer every question. But once again, thank y'all for watching me. I really do appreciate it. If you have not liked this video, give me a like on this video. Also, subscribe to my video. But that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. Bye.